We are live.
We are roaches, and roaches are a thing of the past. Okay, I'm ready.
How's it going, man? Is this working? It's working for you and I. I'm looking at the chat. Can anybody in the chat see us? Let us know. Leave a comment if you can see us. Sorry we were a couple minutes late. Google Plus is not easy.
It's not the easiest.
No, they've made it a little bit more complicated than it needs to be.
All right, so I'm live. Ask me anything. How about that?
Cool. I just want to see in the chat. Oh, I think it just kicked in. Live. Let me make sure. Yeah, I can see us live. Cool. So I am going there. All right, we are live. Well, there's a little bit of a delay between us and them. I think there's maybe like a 45-second delay. So I'm just going to chat in the meantime. Good, it's working. All right. How you going, man? What have you been up to?
Yo, I just been doing the thing. I'm actually doing a YouTube video, so that's good for me. Vining, getting ready for pilot season. You know, this is pilot season for television. Everybody, if you don't know, now you know, baby. So that's going down. Just been creating music, getting ready for this new year. You know, Success in 2014 video, which I do every year. I do the Success in whatever the year is it videos. So I'm getting ready to do that video. This one's going to be called Dinosaurs. So
right.
I'm getting ready for that. I don't know, man. Just moving, trying to move, shake and move, and start the year off right and positive.
What type of balance do you have between like YouTube and then other social media? I know you're really big on Vine and then traditional stuff like doing pilots.
I try to do a YouTube video like twice a month. But because the wrap-up does so well, I do a year wrap-up where I wrap up the year, and because it does so well, I get a little breathing room between, you know, videos after the wrap-up. So Vine, I try to post every day. I'm about to post my new Vine right now, as y'all can see, live in action, because I got to post at 3:01. I'm 10 minutes late on that one, but that's cool. I'm posting it right now. Boom, it just went live on Vine, so that's done. And I just try to keep Instagram, I post 3 times a day. Twitter, I try to tweet 3 times a day. Facebook, I try to talk to the fans 3 times a day. You know, just to keep the social media numbers, keep them going.
That's a lot. You're a lot more organized than I am.
You don't have post times?
I'm a scattered mess.
Yeah, you can't be a scattered mess.
Yeah, no, I am. I'm too ADHD to be that organized. I'm all over the place. Since I saw you last, you have won a pretty big award to do with music, which is not in the interview that we recorded back in October. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that? Congratulations.
Thank you. Since we last met, I won the YouTube Music Award. It was for most innovative video of the year. My fans and my supporters went out and they voted your boy into the pole position. You know, when I went down to New York, although I felt like my numbers were the highest, I was still nervous. I was scared. I didn't know if I was going to win. It's nerve-wracking, you know. But it felt good because, you know, you got Macklemore to my left and then Lady Gaga to my right and then Eminem sitting in front of you. So it felt like an epic cast of people. And they were winning their awards and stuff. So to be able to win an award and be one of the only YouTubers to win an award, that actually felt amazing. So I felt like that was a big accomplishment and one of the most, if not important awards of my life, because YouTube was one of my starting points and helped me establish an audience. So it felt good to win that award, as opposed to when I won the American Music Award, that was great. But to win the YouTube Award, it's like shit. Oh man, you know. So it felt good.
Yeah, and that's the first YouTube Music Awards too, which is pretty cool to be right there at the beginning. Like, you know, 2020 is gonna roll around, and you'll be like, man, I was there at the beginning.
At the beginning.
Yeah.
It feels good.
So people are chatting in the chat room. I'm going to be asking questions. So for those of you watching live right now, you can leave your questions on YouTube, or you can tweet them at us with hashtag TubeAmp. But CSMAEH asked, hey, where do you get your inspiration?
CSMH, just like cash money, something. My inspiration usually comes from the people. Like if I'm, I try to just stay current with what's going on. Like my son and just seeing what the kids are doing and seeing what the people are up to and just trying to keep my ear to the streets. I don't ever want to be like the dinosaur. I don't want to be old school. So I try to just stay current, and then my inspiration just comes from what's going on in life, and trying to take that and take that to the next level. That's basically my inspiration,
That's cool, man. So between your video for your See Me Standing video and Find a Way is a little bit newer. What do you see as the differences between those, and which one do you feel more of a connection to?
I wasn't a big fan of the actual video of Find a Way. I like the song, actually. I enjoyed the song a lot, because I think a lot of people can relate. It's relatable. It's something that everyone goes through, especially when you're in a relationship. But I think that the video didn't bring across that image. We wanted to do something abstract when I was working, but I just feel like we made it along a little too far on that video. But I actually enjoy that song a lot.
That's cool. Was there any particular inspiration for that song?
I've been in relationships in the past where I felt like I needed to find a way, where I felt like a girl wasn't giving me the attention that I needed, and it's like all one of those things. When I initially wrote the song, actually it was about a guy singing to a girl, but it was too damn girly. So I was like, shit, man, I gotta get a girl on this hook, because I ain't gonna be up here whining. So then I got a girl on the hook, and it actually brought it out because girls can relate. So I thought that was pretty dope too. So.
Somebody left a comment, SJOERD, so I don't know how to pronounce that, and this is like one of the most common questions that I think social media people and YouTubers get, and they asked, do you make a living of just your online video productions? So I'll throw that at you, because that's always question number one.
What do you mean by making a Well, I've been making a living from my videos since when the thing is, when I was able to pay my rent, I went full Monty. I went all in. Once you can pay your rent and you got somewhere you can live or whatever, then you good. You know what I'm saying? Give me 1 second, y'all. Live. Yo, I'm doing a live interview right now. Hello? Okay, I'm gonna throw the keys down because I'm doing a live interview. I gotta get my door, y'all. So give me 1 second. Hold on.
Yeah, no worries. While we're waiting for DeStorm, please go ahead and leave your questions. I'm checking both the TubeAmp hashtag and the live comments here on YouTube. And I will ask DeStorm your questions. And then we're going to be live for probably like 20 more minutes. And then at the end of that, we actually have like a produced piece video that we made back in October, where I sat down and chatted with DeStorm for a good 20 minutes, asked him a ton of questions, some really hard-hitting stuff, if I say so myself, and he did this really awesome performance in his living room, like a live version of Find a Way, which we kind of have the exclusive on, so make sure you stick around. The second we're done being live here, we're going to upload that video to TubeAmp, which is the channel you're on right now. It's youtube.com/TubeAmp. So, yeah, leave your questions. For DeStorm and Corey, any chance of coming to Australia, DeStorm, and will you come back, Corey? I'll ask DeStorm that as soon as he gets back. Yeah, I was just in Australia. But yeah, keep the questions coming in. And so our intention with TubeAmp is that we are kind of combining what, a typical YouTube video, like it's like a produced video, but like, doing an interview with a YouTube musician, kind of trying to do like a music show, but make it really casual, which is why we wanted the live component. But there's kind of like the TV aspect of having to tune in at a specific time, but it's not too traditional. So let us know what you guys think about this layout. We do have a bunch of other artists scheduled, and we're going to be doing this every Tuesday. Also, can you guys leave a comment letting me know what time zone you are in? Because we tried to think about like mostly North America. If hopefully that doesn't offend too many people if you don't live in North America, but we were trying to balance like people being home from school or home from work, like kind of in the afternoon, evening, but not too late. We figured 6 p.m. is good for Eastern, 3 p.m. is good for Pacific. Hang on, somebody just messaged me, and it might have something to do with this show. No. Someone, okay. He's back. Perfect.
Okay.
I was just running out of things to talk about.
No, you got me.
Somebody wants to know if you're going to Australia anytime soon.
Australia? What's in Australia? But beautiful women and kangaroos. I need to go to Australia soon and see what's going on. I heard they have some live concerts, some great clubs, and Australia is amazing. From what I hear, I've never been to Australia, and I just make that joke about down under. Y'all gotta excuse me, because y'all make fun about Starbucks and shit. So turn up. So I may be going to Australia soon. I don't know if I have a reason to go, then I'll go.
Cool. Do you have any traveling coming up?
I think I'm going to England to do a benefit concert, and then I have to do a couple of shows here on the West Coast, But that's the only traveling I'll be doing. I'm gonna go on vacation. I'm gonna just disappear on their asses soon because I need a vacation. I need a vacay.
Yeah, man, you gotta force yourself to relax. I struggle with the same thing.
It's hard because it's like you still want to do things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How can you relax?
We're so addicted to working, we don't want to stop, right?
Oh God, who you telling? It's difficult.
So one question I had for you is, we obviously want to talk about your music career and what you're doing on YouTube, but we also wanted to give it a chance to shout out somebody that you're particularly into right now. Do you have a YouTube musician friend, somebody that you think's killing it lately, somebody that you think's going to be big in early 2014, maybe somebody that hasn't really blown up yet?
Not in particular, but people can send me, specific material, and I would love to check out, some material. I've been so busy working this stuff and that stuff, and being a full-time single parent, so I haven't been able to catch up with a lot of stuff that's going on. I'm trying. So, I mean, if people have stuff, I'm always down to check out stuff. A lot of people, they'll be like, did you get my shit? I got your stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's just, sometimes I don't have a chance to reply. Sometimes it may not be dope to me. Sometimes it may be super dope, and I didn't get a chance to get around to it. One time this kid sent me something I thought it was super amazing. It took me literally 90 days to just reply, but I finally was able to. It's just you keep stuff on your mind, but it's triage, you know what I'm saying? You got to hit what's important to you first so you can keep your roof over your head, and then you help everyone else out. Yeah. So I would love to check out new musicians. I don't even know what's popping right now when it comes to new YouTube musicians. So send me some stuff if you're out there. I would love to check it out.
Cool, man.
I want to do some new collabs with some of the new guys, new girls anyway. So
there was a question that was a little bit earlier in the chat. Somebody asked who you want to collab with the most, or who you're looking forward to collabing with in 2014.
I'm looking forward to collabing with a few people. I'm going to probably try to get some collaborations with a lot of more mainstream artists. I'm going to have my team reach out to unreachable people like Eminem, and I'm going to I spoke briefly with Mac Lamore over at a few occasions, and I'm trying to get in the studio with him. If you're just talking about web or YouTube personalities and stuff, I work with a lot of the old school folks. I haven't worked with any new school folks, but if they got something to bring to the table, I'm down to work with them. I want to get in with all of the people that's popping. I just right now, I think my goal is to just get a hit single that's blowing up the radio. So that'll be one of my first goals in 2014. So we're in the studio. I'm in there with Bruce Wayne and a couple of other big producers. I'm gonna try to get maybe Mustard to send me some beats, and just a couple of big ass producers to send me some dope stuff, and just try to bang out a hit.
Cool, man. Somebody wanted to know about Soul Tunes and Challenges. Are you going to be bringing those back anytime soon?
No. Soul Tunes and Challenges has been dead for years. I think if people look at the date on some of those videos, they'll know that I stopped that years ago, literally. And they'll be like, hey, man, when are you going to do another Soul Tunes? It's like, I know you just found my channel, but if you... you need to look and see that those Soul Tunes have been dead for 3 or 4 years, So a lot of times, I think the last Soul Tune I did was in 2011, and it's 2014. in the last, you know, like maybe it was even 2010 late, I don't know, but it's been years ago. But they'll see it and they fresh to a channel, they're like, oh my God. So then they're like, when are you gonna do the next one? Like, I stopped that a long time ago. I don't plan on ever bringing back Soul Tunes or challenges, and if I do, then I'll do it. But for right now, I don't plan on ever bringing it back, because when my channel is geared in that way, that's when I do something else, people hate, and I don't like that shit.
No. So how do you decide? That's got to be hard to, like, if there, you know, you obviously have this fan base that you really care about, and you have to juggle that with, like, doing what you want to do and being passionate about what you're doing. So how do you face, like, making changes like that, even though it was a couple years ago, and deciding, you know, how to move forward, even if it's not going to please everybody?
Well, my thing is this: if someone's a fan, they're a fan. If someone enjoys you as a personality or enjoy your work, then they would grow with you and be willing to change with you. If they're not, then they were just there for that moment, and that's fine. If you were there for just that moment in my career, then fine. Take that moment, make a playlist out of that moment, and stay in that moment. But I'm going to continue to change, and I'm going to continue to grow. I'm not saying I don't care, because I do care about all of my fans, but at the same time, I'm going to keep on doing whatever it is that pleases me, because if I'm pleasing them, then I'm not doing it for me. That's like, it's fake. I can't be fake. I have to do what I enjoy doing, and I've been over challenges a lot. They're like over 100 challenges. I'm tired of it. You know, and a lot of times they're like, oh my God, I didn't subscribe to you for this. Like, so what? Then go watch it. Because probably I don't give a fuck, you know, and that's just me, man. They got to understand I'm an artist. I'm going to do what I want to do. And if you like me, you're going to like me for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit up there and cater to somebody else, because that ain't what I want to do. Mm-hmm. And that's all. That's the gist of it. That's the hard truth. Accept it.
Mm-hmm. Good for you, man. That's really cool. Somebody wanted to know, and it's kind of along the same lines as, like, looking towards the future. This is so hard to predict because of the internet. Their question was, you know, what are your plans for 5 or 10 years down the road? I would kind of change that to, you know, it's kind of hard to see that far out, but, like, where do you want to be down the road?
What do you mean by down the road?
Like, give it a couple years. Like, not necessarily what you're up to in 2014, but, like, you know, where do you want to really be if you're hitting, like, your ultimate highs and your ultimate goals?
I honestly don't believe that there's ultimate highs and ultimate goals, because once you reach those, because I used to have when I used to make ultimate highs and ultimate goals, once you reach them, it's like, okay, now what do? You got to make new goals. So I try to set impossible goals, and if I reach them, I just make new goals. So I don't think there's an ultimate goal in your career. I mean, because if you look at someone like a Will Smith, or if you look at someone like anybody that's like an Oprah Winfrey, or anybody who's just pushed their career to the peak of limitation, it's like they're still making goals. It's like a lot of people would die to be in their position, but in their position, they're like, wait, I want to be even higher. There's always going to be a higher goal to obtain and to get to. So for me, I think it's just about being happy in the moment, and then just conquering what I have then. But in a few years, we're just talking about 3 or 4 years down the road, I'm definitely getting into film. I have an agent now, so it's pilot season. Like I said, I want to go out and get some roles. I want to get to some films. I want to have a Grammy on the shelf with the other things. I want to touch even more people. Like, okay, you got millions of followers here, you got millions of followers there. Okay, I want to touch more people. So I want to become a household name in radio, in television, and in music. And on the web. So those are some of my ultimate goals for about 4 or 5 years, and then from there I'll just step my goals up, and you know, just keep growing.
Cool, that's cool. I noticed with your See Me Standing, that is on your DeStorm channel, but Find a Way is on your new VEVO.
Hey, got it. Hey, turn it up. Speaking of VEVO, let's talk about VEVO. A lot of my core fans, they're like, oh my God, you got a VEVO, what's wrong with you? And the thing about fans, and this is just with everybody in general, I just want to put this out there for everybody who's watching. I don't know who is, but you have to understand, as you grow as an artist or as an entertainer, no matter what peak you get to, people love the underdog. So once they feel like you're here, a lot of times you lose a lot of that support. So when I got my VEVO channel, a lot of people was like, hate it. It's like, you know, you guys, you wanted me to get to the point where I was a more established artist. Then when you're more established, you're mad. or they'll see a YouTuber do a brand deal and they call him a sellout. It's like he's not a sellout. He's able to pay his bills and he's not in the projects anymore. He's able to look out for his family now, and then all of a sudden he does something for Pepsi or Nike or something, and then you call him a sellout. So I'm very happy I got my VEVO channel. And the thing about people is you got to realize there's 7 billion people in the world. So if I lose 2 here, I'm gonna just go and inspire 2 more and then grab on to them, because they wasn't original supporters anyway. You know, that's where I am. You know, I want to inspire people that's going to stick around, not people who just run by and then get mad when you do 1 or 2 things. If I'm not abusing women or something crazy like that or whatever, if I'm doing positive things and you upset because I'm doing positive things, get the hell out of my life. Block, delete. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I love my VEVO channel. I love my YouTube channel. There's fans from different bases. I feel like that was a big step for me because a lot of underground artists aren't doing it. So for me to be able to pass over that and do it, turn up.
That's awesome, man. We're gonna start wrapping this up. Before we do, what's next for you, either on your VEVO or your YouTube channel? What's like the next thing you've got coming out?
The next thing on my YouTube channel, I'm gonna do this thing called Serial Killer. So I'm gonna be walking through the supermarket and I'm gonna be doing this, like, it's almost like the challenges. The thing about YouTube is you have to bring a visual image to things. I'm not gonna call it a challenge because these little bastards are gonna be like, oh, the challenges are back. He's going challenges again. So no, it's not a challenge. But I'm going to be doing like this serial killer rap where I'm taking all the cereals and kind of like throwing them in the shopping cart. I got to do it guerrilla style so I won't get kicked out of Ralph's. But I'm going to be doing this guerrilla style cereal joint where I'm killing the rhymes and stuff. I actually just finished that rap today, and I got to go and actually shoot the video for it. So that's some dope stuff. On my VEVO, I got this song out that went viral. It's called Louis Vuitton. And it just blew up out of nowhere. Me and a couple of my friends, we blew it up through the Vine, actually. And it's like the radios are picking it up now, and they're playing it ski out here in L.A. They're playing in Atlanta, New York, and stuff. So I'm going to do a video, probably shoot a video for Louis Vuitton, and that's going to go on my VEVO. So those are the next 2 musical projects, big musical projects I'm doing on YouTube and on the VEVO.
Cool, man. Well, people, getting your last questions now while we start wrapping up. So let me explain basically what's going on. And while people leave their last questions. So in late October, you and I got together and we hung out in Los Angeles. We shot a kind of like a pre-recorded interview, which has a lot more information with you, as well as a live performance of Find a Way. So we're going to put both of those on the TubeAmp channel as soon as the stream ends. So we're just waiting for those last few questions. We're going to end this live thing, and then your new or our new video with you will be live.
Hey, I gotta see it. I haven't even seen it yet.
Cool. Here's one question, and you know what? Maybe it's a little bit too honest, but I'm going to ask it anyways. When or if YouTube tanks, what do you think will be your next plan of action, or do you already have a plan in place for relevance?
Well, I don't depend on YouTube for my relevance. I post on YouTube for the fans. So YouTube could tank tomorrow, and I'm gonna be fine. The thing about fans is, you know, when you have an audience is an audience. You know, there's still 2 million people on Vine and two, you know, 250,000 people on Facebook, and these are, and then there's real people. I've done 32 city tour, 16 city tour where we sold out the cities and stuff. So fans are there. A lot of people think that just because a YouTuber's on YouTube, that's all that they depend on, and that's all they have. A lot of people have made great businesses and made a lot of financially, you know, they've been very successful from their YouTube. Like, I don't depend on YouTube for anything, really. I enjoy it. I love YouTube because of it gives me a platform to put out content, but I don't depend on anything. I only depend on me. I bring my talent and have the people come out. Whether I have to reach them through the streets, if I got to go and sing in the subway, I'm going to reach people. If I got to go stand on a stage, I'm going to reach people. So I doubt YouTube will tank. I don't think that's going to happen. But and I'm glad the platform's still there. But people are the people, man. Wherever the people are, I'm going to be. Even if I got to go and stand behind the Pope and jump out off the balcony, I'm going where the people at.
Cool. Last question, and a couple of people have asked this. Do you have any words of advice for up-and-coming YouTubers, people just getting started, people who want to pursue YouTube, etc.?
Yeah, I do. Collaborate a lot. If you have 5,000 followers, collaborate with someone with 7. so their audience can see your audience. That's how we grew up on you. We came up, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's still happening, but from what I've seen lately, a lot of people they dealt for dolo, they solo, because a lot of brands have got involved and a lot of businesses. It's became more of a business, and the love is not there as much. But collaborate with people, come up with good ideas, and don't think only about growing. Just think about putting out good content. People will find that shit. Share it everywhere. I remember I used to sit up till 3 o'clock in the morning sharing until I fell asleep. Just share my content. Share it, collaborate, you know, upgrade your equipment. You don't have to, if you can't afford it, I understand that. But even phones today have better cameras than we had back in our day. You know, if they give you the option to go 720, go fucking 720. Now you doing 360 and 480 and 640, you know, like whatever your platform allows you to do, you know, take it to that next level and do it. Grow on other social media sites and then run them all back to your YouTube. I used to take my Facebook and my Twitter and run them all into my YouTube, you know, so that I can grow my YouTube that way. And you have to push. Back in the day, we had to post like once a week to stay relevant on YouTube. But I think today you literally got to post 2 or 3 times a week. Do vlogs so people can fall in love with your personality. Talk to the people. Don't just make comedy skits and shit. Look at the camera and talk to the people like I'm talking to you now. That's why you motherfuckers are listening. You got to do stuff like that so people can stay in people's face and stay relevant. Stay with the current times. Like if you know something is current, don't talk about something that was going on 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Do your research, study, and make sure that you stand with what's going on now. I remember one way we grew up on YouTube was to stay with what was current until we had an audience and was able to give them more of ourselves. Because people can't relate to you, then you have to let them relate to what they can relate to until you sell them. Once you sell them, then you start selling them you. And those are a few things that you do to get started and really blow up on, whether it's YouTube or Vine or any social media site.
Cool. Awesome, man. Thank you so much. Thanks for working it out and figuring out G+ with us. I know it's a bit of a pain. Thanks to everybody for watching. Congratulations on your success, man. You're killing it. Congrats on the award. I haven't talked to you since you got it, so that's a really great way to end 2013.
I gotta show you the award, man. It's dope. I got it in the mail about a week ago.
Cool. For those watching right now, you can subscribe to TubeAmp, and we're going to do another live show. We got videos every Tuesday, and if you go to the channel and refresh right now, we have the live video that we made with DeStorm. It's a brand new video that we produced at his place in LA. Go check it out. And thank you very much, DeStorm, for hanging out with us.
Check me out. Yo, peace. Thanks, Corey. I appreciate you, man.
See you, man. Bye.
All right, peace.